This is the MotorRacingNetwork.com Budweiser Shootout Race Recap, brought to you by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. The 2011 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season kicked off on a thrilling note Saturday night as Kurt Busch slipped by the leaders in the dash to the checkered flag to win the Budweiser Shootout at Daytona International Speedway. Busch was able to surge ahead of Denny Hamlin, who was ruled out of bounds by NASCAR when he went below the yellow line trying to pass for the lead to score his first career win in the annual preseason All-Star race. He became the 19th different driver to win in the 33-year history of the event and notched his first career win in a restrictor plate race. And Saturday night's victory was the first for the Penske Racing driver and his crew chief Steve Addington, sporting the new sponsorship colors of Shell Pennzoil.
It's an unbelievable experience to win here at Daytona, to win a restrictor plate race after so many years of trying. It's not a points race, but in my mind it's a very special race. And heck, we knocked out the All-Star race last year out in Charlotte, and we got the shootout here together. Steve and I are doing pretty good at knocking off big events off our list together.
Jamie McMurray, the defending Daytona 500 winner, who had worked with Busch in one of the two-car tandems that were so successful, drafting together all night long, was able to come across the finish line second.
Yeah, had a really good car. The first 25 laps, Juan and I really were struggling because we were on the rev limiter so hard. And when you would get, 18th or 16th, 18th, you'd get these huge drafts on the pack in front, and we couldn't catch them because the car was limited on the RPMs it would turn. So we raised the rev limiter at the break, and then car was really good after that.
Ryan Newman was the leader when the field took the white flag, but was shuffled back in the wild last lap, still able to come across the finish line in third. The Stewart-Haas Racing driver likes the new style of restrictor plate racing at Daytona and the renewed emphasis on teamwork.
Between the spotter and the driver and, working together with your other teams or other organizations or who you randomly work with. I mean, for instance, tonight there was 3 Roush cars in the race. I just happened to be the one that got to be the other. I was the 4th Roush car for a while tonight because the 16 didn't have anybody to work with. So you just never know how it's all going to work out. I mean, yeah, he wants to be up front just as much as I do. So, there's a time he's going to bail off and go with the 99 or the, 17 or whoever else. But it's 100% a team sport the way it is right here.
Jimmy Johnson came from the 23rd starting position to finish 4th. Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Burton, who led the most laps with 32, rounded out the top 8 finishers. The race was slowed by a pair of incidents, the biggest involving 6 cars, including Dale Earnhardt Jr., Juan Pablo Montoya, Carl Edwards, Regan Smith, Kevin Conway, and Joey Logano. The race featured a record 28 lead changes among 9 drivers. Be sure to check back with MotorRacingNetwork.com for the latest from the Bud Shootout as well as Sunday's Daytona 500 qualifying. And stay with us all week as we follow the news from Speedweeks 2011.